Hi there. This is a presentation for the University of Kentucky's College of Agriculture, the Natural Resource and Environmental Science Program Steering Committee. Here we have Alyssa Kastner, Annie Stiltz, and Anna Harris, and we're going to present to you the work we've been doing in collaboration with Jerry Philpott. So this is an introduction to environmental education at the University of Kentucky. First of all, we'd like to just highlight your school's mission statement. And just let you know that we kept this mission in mind as we developed the materials that we'll be presenting to you today in order to ensure that our work fits within the spirit of your school. So Jerry Philpott is the NRES program's academic coordinator, and she was also an Antioch alum, and she outlined a proposal for this project. And in the proposal, she explained that the program's lack of environmental education in the curriculum and she also highlighted that there was indeed a student interest in environmental education. So upon the three of us receiving this proposal, we began to speak with Jerry to sort of negotiate our scope of work and figure out what exactly we would be able to do for the school and how our relationship would move forward from here. So once again, here, this is a picture of us, the three of us that have worked on this project, and we come from Antioch University, New England, which is located in Keene, New Hampshire. So first we'll talk a little bit about the project goals. Like I mentioned already, sort of our main focus was to just address the interest that you all had in the lack of environmental education in your natural resource and environmental science curriculum. So in order to do that, we first conducted a literature review, which we'll be delivering to you. In the literature review, we provide background and structure to what EE is. We highlighted that student interest and need that Jerry mentioned. And we also identified a peculiar niche opportunity for the University of Kentucky, which we'll discuss later. And we were also able to highlight the promising job trajectory in this field. So in order to kind of address this lack of EE in the curriculum, we were under the impression that we wanted to get environmental education to become an analytical skill development area or an environmental systems emphasis area. And to do this, you would need at least 3 to 5 courses to fill this need. So we were able to develop one course, an introduction to environmental education. We've developed the curriculum, and we'll be sharing that with you. And then in addition, we were able to search existing courses in some of the affiliated schools and programs in your area to see if there were any courses already being offered that might become accessible to your students. So I just wanted to start off with a little bit of background about environmental education. In 1977, after 3 days of assemblies, this internationally agreed upon definition was created. Environmental education is a process of developing a world's population that is aware of and concerned about the total environment and its associated problems, and which has the knowledge, skills, attitudes, motivation, and commitment to work individually and collectively towards solutions of current problems and the prevention of new ones. We'd like to highlight that environmental education is a process, and while the main goal of EE is to motivate individuals to act responsibly toward the environment, individuals often gain new life skills and problem-solving abilities that extend beyond the context of the environment. Additionally, there's a need for environmental education right now. Based on a decade's worth of research analyzed in a document called Environmental Literacy in America, researchers concluded a few years ago that at a time when Americans are confronted with increasingly challenging environmental choices, we learn that our citizenry is by and large both uninformed and misinformed. And this provides a great opportunity for the University of Kentucky to address this issue. And additionally, there are numerous benefits of environmental education that both directly and indirectly affect the environment. However, the greatest benefits are often felt by the learners themselves, so this would really be beneficial to your students.
We also just wanted to highlight some of the trends that are taking place in the field of environmental ed. And so there's a lot happening on the international, national, state, and local levels. There's numerous organizations that are working to promote environmental ed, and a growing number of companies, organizations, and governmental agencies have an environmental agenda. For example, right now we're in the United Nations Decade of Education for Sustainable Development, and environmental educators play a big role in initiatives such as this one, and they are really important and instrumental in building partnerships and networks, capacity building, as well as teaching and doing research and evaluating EE as it is right now. There's also new framework developments happening in education. For example, there's bipartisan support right now for the need for well-rounded students, which is a definition that the administration has agreed upon, and that includes environmental literacy and environmental education. And there's even a bill to create a President's Council on Environmental Literacy, which just shows how important it is for everyone, really. So there's been many evaluations conducted on all of these different levels, and states specifically spoke to the need for professional development and curriculum development, really just helping teachers in formal education and non-formal education weave EE into their curriculum and lessons that already exist. So this is in the formal school system as well as in nature centers and science centers, and the government really supports these efforts as well. The director of the NAAEE, which is the North American Association for Environmental Ed, really feels that there's numerous positions that range in level and responsibility, and there's really opportunities for all, and there's a myriad of other places to find employment. And this is really an important topic for undergraduates who are looking to seek jobs. Basically, the EE field is growing in every way, and EE graduates would have really highly marketable skills. And just our research has shown through looking at career guides and job websites and the Occupational Outlook Handbook, it's letting us, we see that the career outlook for EE students is really good, and that professionals in the field generally believe that practitioners will continue to be in high demand.
The University of Kentucky also has a unique opportunity when offering environmental education to undergraduates. In research looking at other universities in the state of Kentucky, there's a lot of really interesting things going on. There's colleges that are incorporating sustainability education into existing curriculum. They also offer resources to inform their students about becoming better environmental stewards, and these are often referred to as environmental education centers. But these centers are, again, informing the students on choices that they can make to become more environmentally responsible, and not centers necessarily informing students how to teach others to be environmentally sound or environmental educators. Other colleges also offer environmental education courses at the graduate level, and these are for professionals that already hold teaching credentials, have a teaching certificate, and they're wishing to go back for in teaching endorsement in environmental education. So again, this is offered at the graduate level in the places that we found, and not in the undergraduate level. This is also mostly geared towards, again, classroom teachers, so geared towards the formal education side, and we actually haven't found much of anything offering non-formal education training. So again, none of the other colleges offer training to undergraduates for a semester-long course in EE. So the University of Kentucky and the NRES department can become a destination program and a destination school with this growing need for EE if they're able to offer EE to undergraduates.
So now we're going to dive into the deliverables. And just to recap, we're going to be handing you a copy of the literature review, which we've discussed here already, highlights the benefits of integrating environmental education into your curriculum. Additionally, we're going to deliver some recommendations for funding and potential courses. Because of the time constraint we were under, we were only able to develop the curriculum for one class, and we understand that you need at least 3 environmental education classes to get that skill area. So we'll be giving you some recommendations that we think might help facilitate full integration of environmental education into your curriculum.
The curriculum has 2 components, the teacher's guide and the syllabus. The teacher's guide is the biggest piece of the curriculum. It's about around 150 pages, and that's because it guides the teachers through all the details that they would need to know about how to teach this 16-week class. And each week is 2 70-minute class periods and 1 3-hour lab. The lab is designed to be an opportunity to take students on field trips, to have opportunities to gain skills in teaching each other, teaching lessons, and also to work on projects or activities that require a longer time period. And again, this teacher's guide just spells out the lessons, the activities, the assignments, and ongoing projects that is in this course. The syllabus is a scaled down version of the teacher's guide and is what the students are going to be seeing. And this lays out the pertinent information and expectations the students are going to need to know for this course. It provides them with a weekly description of the assignments and the readings that they're responsible for. It explains all ongoing projects in detail and provides them with a schedule with due dates and knowing what topics are going to be taught when. Here is one page from our teacher's guide, and each week is laid out with a box on the left that shows the week's learning objectives, connections to other week topics, notes to the facilitator. In this case, there are none, but in some cases there may need to be a room set up in a particular way, or there may need to be some information about the teaching site if for some reason the class is going to be held somewhere else. Also, if there's something going on with the cumulative project that we've assigned, there'll be information about that here. Each class starts with background information, giving the teacher a little bit more information on what they'll be teaching. There's also useful resources, which include websites, additional readings or books, and these can be also shared with the students if the teacher wishes. Also, this lays out the pre-class assignments and goes on to the agenda. Here on this page, you're seeing the end of one agenda for one class. So each section or each lesson or activity is recommended in time and how long each lesson will take. And also, each class may have some sort of assessment, and that's noted in the box below. Also, extensions and adaptations to each lesson is noted in the box below. Again, this may be alternative readings or alternative activities or alternative ways to run activities. Additionally, we've provided the teacher with multimedia tools, including 4 PowerPoints to help aid in lectures, one Excel spreadsheet that is a calculator for a lesson that has to do with a survey. There's also handouts, links to videos on websites, and a lot of these handouts include useful facts, definitions, and timelines. And a lot of these handouts we've created ourselves and provides additional background information. So please see part 2 of our presentation, and thank you very much.